I said to get okay, what am I looking for? Hi, Texas Val. Good morning. Good morning, Craig. You got time to come in for a few minutes before you have to go? Good morning, Hank Allen Cash, before I get in trouble. Seems I just left this place. Good morning, Bargain Shopping. Good morning, Carol. Okay. So how is everybody this morning? Hope everything's going good. Good morning, Two Hip Chicks. Good morning, Sherry. Excuse me for eating, but I just literally fell out of bed because we stayed online till about 12:30 last night. I started the morning off pretty good. I woke up to two sales that happened sometime between 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock this morning. Maggie, I usually use for anything non-eBay, or I use Pirate Ship and then just copy the tracking over to it. Okay. Good morning, Todd. Okay, he's alive. I just saw his hand twitch.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm not sure. Still trying to figure out the Zoom thing a little bit.
Well, Bridget's been turning out some videos with it.
Yeah, well, she's smart.
She is. Sometimes she's too smart for her own good.
Yep.
But what can you say? Usually the women in your life is. Good morning, Sharky Mom Deals. Good morning, Fish and Pickin'. Good morning, Urban Viking Explorers. Well, I woke up to 2 sales this morning. I sold a couple of frozen dish sets. I gotta get them packed up today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, about $40. They're both going to the same place. So. Good morning, Carol. Oh, I said that one. I don't know where the harem is this morning. You know, they usually bitch about if there's more than one guy in the show that they're bitching because it's becoming the man show, which I know Deb's fixing something to eat. But you going out shopping for merch this week?
There's an auction that ends at the end of the week, an estate auction. It's in an auction house and you can come preview it, but the auction is online. So I don't know, I might get a couple of box lots out of that.
Good morning, Debbie Does Sales. Good morning, Debbie. Anything good in them, or is it just regular miscellaneous stuff? Or
it just kind of looks like you would see at a regular estate sale,
right?
Only in boxes and groups of things instead of pick up one thing and take it to the register.
Right.
So there's a ton of boxes, but there's stuff like, okay, baking dishes is one box and cleaning supplies is a box. And then there's lots of furniture lots and lots of glassware and dishes lots. And so there aren't very many lots that are resellable.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Ten of Hearts.
I mean, it'd be a really good auction if you need to outfit a new apartment or a new home, but I don't know. I don't need any of that stuff. And I don't sell furniture, so.
I just put the link to this hangout in the chat. If anybody wants to come in, all I ask is that you behave.
Yeah, we're pretty boring.
We had 9 people in this thing last night. Oh, good morning, Bridget. Oh, she's got her camera off. She's got her volume off. Good morning, Danos. Debbie, as in Debbie Does Sales, the links is in the chat if you'd like to come in. Good morning, Dry Ridge. You got another name?
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
all right.
Did you so are you going to bid on many of those boxes or lots, Todd?
Hi.
Hey, Bridget. Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deb. Bra, not Deb. It's bra.
Bra.
Sorry. I'm using my other laptop, so I'm wondering if I can. I forgot what this one is. You know, if I know it's better than the other one I had, so I could do the virtual background.
I kind of up on the fence either which one I want to use for Zoom or that StreamYard. StreamYard easy to get to connect to YouTube real fast, but
I like Zoom.
The thing about the Zoom, I mean, the other one is that you can schedule, like Craig was talking about last night.
Yeah.
You can schedule a show and with YouTube and then connect into it. I mean, I kind of like the video quality better. I don't know how it is as far as I don't know how the video quality, I mean, not the video, how it affects your computer with the other one.
it didn't drag mine down when I using it. Mine pretty old computer. It didn't drag it down enough, it seemed like. But I don't have much open, I don't. But I can't, only thing I don't like about Zoom, I can't find out how to actually get it go live on YouTube. That what I have no trouble with. It's
On which one?
On Zoom.
Oh, you've got to go in and tell it that you want to well, you have to have the pro version to go live. You have to go in and flip a setting that to tell it that you want to be able to go live.
Okay, so I should just keep both of them for I don't have to pay nothing to go live when I use the other one. So, you know.
Right.
I mean, I ain't being not nitpicky, but you know, they found one with all the features is free.
Right. You know, it's limited to, which we had 9 or 10 people in here last night. You know, that don't happen very often. We were kind of like pushing it last night to just see how it would act, how Zoom would react to you know, having a bunch of people. Michelle, usually when we're in Hangouts, she is real pixelated. She's out in New Mexico.
My $5 camera don't look too bad, does it?
No, all of y'all look really good. I mean, I always look good, but what can I say?
You need to
I
shave.
mean,
Yeah,
$5
maybe.
camera I bought off eBay. I mean, it's brand new from China or whatever, but shoot, that looked pretty decent to me.
Yeah, it all looks really good. Bridget, no background?
It won't. I gotta restart my computer again. I don't know why it does that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think I need to buy a $5 camera.
A $5 cable.
Camera
Oh, camera.
to hook up to this Mac.
Well, my laptop camera went bad, and I just bought something. I don't usually go live or go on Hangouts that much anyway. I just didn't feel like putting no money in it. I'm a cheap ass. I mean, cheap.
I think we all are.
Yeah, my camera on my other desktop is a cheap one. But this
Yeah,
is
Bridget, I changed it. I'm bra now.
You run.
Bra.
Mom went to.
All right, I'll be back, Tom.
Okay.
I'm gonna restart and then I'll knock.
Okay.
I've been selling the heck out of Reese cup mugs.
Have you?
I don't know why. It's a real huge one. I got a case of them for $4. So one of them for $12.95 with $10.95 shipping. I sold 4 of them already. I sold 2 of them to one person. I made pretty back on the shipping too because he paid shipping twice on that one.
Right. Well, that's cool.
I got one tip you can actually use on if you shipping something over 5 pounds on go through part ship and look through the bag box in a bag method. That saved me almost $8 the other day.
Wow.
Put it in a poly bag, take your box and put it in the poly bag.
Bridget.
Well, she went to restart, but on the Zoom, she's
Frozen.
frozen.
I didn't know what my name gonna come up. I just log in to inside Google. I mean, I just my email address.
God, people, you leave me alone this morning.
They're not
I wake up to the sound of ding, 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 ding.
Well, of course, because it was time to get up.
Ooh,
Good morning, Todd.
We got to get our morning.
Howdy.
Todd, good morning.
Howdy. Kind of feeling the slows this morning.
Oh, you're not feeling very worky today?
Good morning, Tara.
Not my usual chipper self.
So now we have to behave in here?
Nah.
Uh-oh.
No, not on Tom's channel.
Oh, okay.
Just as long as you don't show up naked, that's all right.
That might get you banned from YouTube if
I know. Or I'd at least have to set it to adult content.
Oh boy.
My accident there, I wouldn't get no views because it would look so bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that wouldn't be the talk. Hey, yeah, did you hear Tara? She showed up naked on top.
And on a horse, too.
That's right. She's playing Lady Godiva today.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, you want a pair of those swim trunks or no? Did you go look at them?
Honey, it was 12:34. I went. It was 1 o'clock before I ever got in bed last night. I haven't done squat.
Let me see how many I got left.
The thought of seeing Tom in swim trunks is
Scary, I know.
just kidding, Tom. I bet you're cute in swim trunks.
Oh no, my big old fat self, no, not hardly.
I have a 4X left.
Okay, well I'll go look at them sometime at some point
But
today.
if you want them, I'll send them to you. They're black and red and they got palm trees on them.
Hey, Tom, if your
Yes.
motor breaks, you can sail home.
Do what?
If your boat motor breaks down, you can sail home.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can always count on Jim to have my back. Oh Lord.
I have a mess this morning. I'll tell you that. I got up and I'm hearing something in the hallway, and I went down to the basement. I had a big water leak. I had to turn the water off this morning. I had to end up fixing that today.
Wow.
Oh, there's a blue pair left too, Tom.
Okay.
I do have 2 pair. One have palm trees and one has like the zigzaggy blue pattern. And
Okay.
but they're both out. They're 4Xs. I don't have 5s left.
All right. I need to get me a new bathing suit before we go on vacation.
I'm sorry, I don't want to hear this. Tara, are you selling him Speedos?
No, I'm not.
He's not selling me Speedos.
Mankini.
It's a banana hammock.
Mankini.
Like that one Bruno wears. No.
No, thank you. Those
They're
things are
just
just nasty and so.
You better shave first, Tom.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to do some manscaping.
Manscaping. Gross.
Some topiary work.
Good grief.
No, I
Chicks don't dig the tumbleweed.
Oh, gross.
you know, in my opinion, if you're over the age of 10 and you're not a professional or not an Olympic quality diver or swimmer, you should not be wearing a Speedo.
That, yeah.
I'm just,
Good grief.
because normally a diver and a swimmer will have the physique to pull it off.
Man, I don't know.
Me, people would say, Tom, do you have a swimsuit on? Because it's belly.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Well, that's when you high waist it. Pull the waist up over where the gut drops.
Yeah, so the waist is like up here by your nipples.
Yeah.
Tom doing an Urkel.
I've got I got a pair of.
Jim's brother is a bigger built guy. He don't swim without a t-shirt on anymore.
He never did, even when he
Even
was
as a kid.
No,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
always sensitive on his weight. I was always very kind to him about it.
I can
I never
imagine.
gave him a hard time on it.
And Jim's weight doesn't bother him at all. If you don't like what you see, don't look.
Yep.
Look at it. It's like my face. I never see it, so I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah.
Same.
Bridget keeps reminding me I need to shave.
Did you eat your breakfast?
I know I need to save
Okay, you're nowhere near as bad as Jim usually. I mean, sometimes he don't shave. I'm like, you need to whack that stuff down.
I like your background. That's the perfect background for you, Bridget.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a good one. My computer won't support it. It says I need a green screen or a better whatever on my
You
computer.
need a plain wall, nothing behind you. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
My
like to have a lot of pile of junk here so people know I'm a reseller.
Well, I'm trying to look business like I'm using the
Yeah, that's what
warehouse backdrop.
Looking like
and that is awesome. You have like, and I like your special effects with the cat over there.
Yeah.
No, my laptop said that too, Tara, and I don't know why. That better be supported.
tried to play with it last night.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
new
says I have
laptop.
at least Windows 10.
Well, it's a Mac.
Oh,
It's a MacBook, so it better be supported.
Tell Brandon he's got to get off of some of that money and buy his mama a new computer for Christmas. Or
we still owe him money.
Yeah, I got to pay him he's already
It's going
grabbing
everywhere.
at me. About, "Hey, are you going to give me my money now?" I'm like, well, I got to go to the ATM and I'm not doing that now. Well, are you going to do it tomorrow?
is he going to go spend it somewhere or something?
No, he just wants it. No, he's the biggest cheapskate there is. He don't go like really and go like he'll go to GameStop. He wanted a new wallet and they had these Fallout wallets and he thought they were on clearance and they weren't, and then he wouldn't buy one because they were too expensive. So then I'm like, well, you want it, I'll just buy it for you.
He's a son of a reseller.
Yeah, he's a little
He's gonna be that old man.
yeah.
He's gonna be that old man that after he's gone, they'll find like money in the mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because with it, unless his attitude changes, according to his mother, he's going to have a hard time hanging on to a woman.
Well, that you know how that stuff is, though. They talk tough when they're single, but then they find a girl they like, and then that goes out the window. So,
Yep.
Believe me.
which is fine. He's 11. He don't need to have any girls around.
Right.
I'm telling you, when he's going to be a novelty when he gets to school, and those little girls will be going to call in and go out, Mrs. Carey, hello, Mrs. Carey, may I speak to Brandon, please?
No.
You better get him his own phone.
No, maybe he'll have too much of that Yankee accent, so they'll stay away from him for a while.
That's what's going to turn them on because they're so not turn on.
Exotic. Oh, it's an exotic Yankee.
That's right. He says, "Oh my God."
He goes, when we were down there looking at property in the fall, we're down in southern Kentucky. We're down by Burkesville. And we're in a gas station. And anytime he goes in, if we walks by somebody, he'll be like, hi, how are you? And he does this to these girls that are approximately his own age, you know?
Right.
And he walks by, and then the girls look at each other like, and I'm like, oh no, not this already. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, Tara,
You're headed that direction.
Oh boy.
how far are you from going to be from Corbin?
Is that like northeast of Lexington?
I'm not real sure. I get mine.
Well, let me Google map it. I'm there right in the middle of the state. I'm in Taylor County.
I just want to see you going. Maybe check out the auction one night or something. You and Jim.
I think Corbin's on the other side of the mountains, because I think when I would see property for sale, I thought it was too far east for me.
Hi, Maggie.
It'd be worth driving to. They have an auction named Sammy's Auction up in Corbin, Kentucky, and I haven't been to it, but I thought maybe it'd be closer for you all. Maybe
2 hours.
Oh, that's a pretty good drive there. Man.
Yeah, and you got to go like where Somerset is. Then I'd have to cross through the mountains over there by 75 by London.
Yeah. I live about 30 miles from Lexington. That's what I live
You're
from.
by Lexington, right? I'm
I
about
live more like towards northern Kentucky area.
an hour southwest of Lexington. I'm kind of like, you know how Louisville and Lexington, if you drew a V, then you'd be about where I'm at. I'm kind of like in between them, but to the south of both of them. About an hour south of both.
She had learned how to say Louisville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, true that. Lebanon, because when I first went down there, Lebanon is about a half hour north of me. I'm like, okay, Lebanon. They're like, no, Lebanon. Yeah.
Oh, you said Lebanon.
Oh, I said Lebanon. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. Half of them GPS is all jacked up.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one, Bridget.
Thanks.
Oh, you're on your porch.
Oh,
Yeah.
you look so professional. I feel like I should buy an e-commerce thing from you on how to make a living. I feel like I should buy your program now. You should use that background more
Wait,
often.
quick, let me make one real fast.
A friend of mine used to talk. People would say, "Well, where do you live at?" He says, "Well, I live near the intersection of I-95 and I-77." I-95 and I-77 don't intersect nowhere.
Oh boy. So you called him a lawyer?
Right then.
Maggie, you're disappearing.
Am I? Oh,
Well, she's walking off screen.
hooey.
She's
Oh.
gonna put her a little X on the floor where she's got to
Never mind.
stand
It
at.
was your
Maybe.
chair that was disappearing.
Maybe I'll just leave the beach and go to the office. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
because whatever it's doing is making it like your hair is moving, like you're in the wind or something when you're on the beach.
Yeah, she was the other night. She was at the beach,
Hair is blowing. in
and her
the-
hair looked like it was blowing in the wind.
Todd's look like fingers.
Dang.
Wait, it was fingers.
It is figures.
All right.
We got to upgrade because boy, Bridget and Maggie have some nice offices.
Yep. Maggie and I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I actually like that sunroom that you're in.
I do too. I wish it was mine.
That's really nice. Nice. Got a nice view out there.
No, you gotta put yourself on like, a high-rise office building with a look at it at like New York City, and then you can sell your course.
It reminds me of Star Trek when they go on that holodeck or whatever. But I always thought, how bad would that be after you got done in this, in this really cool place and you had to walk back into your crappy spaceship,
Yeah.
back to reality.
Oh, no, I'm back in a spaceship again. What's up, Cody? I'm gonna trip on you.
So did anybody have any good sales last night or sales period?
We sold some stuff. I mean, well, I haven't listed anything in like 7 or 8 days. So.
Well, we paid our internet last night.
Yeah.
That's,
I had to pay the internet $80 today, and well, I made $80 last night.
well, that's it.
It's been so hot lately. I don't feel like even getting out.
Yeah.
Had a few Poshmark sales.
Sometime between 1 and 1 o'clock last night, or this 1 o'clock a.m. this morning, and 6 this morning, I sold 2 frozen dinner sets.
I thought they were frozen fish sets.
Yeah, frozen fish. I hate that. My phone just.
He's messaging us on chat, and he's like, "Oh, I sold 2 frozen fish sets." I'm like,
They might be on the board.
what are frozen fish sets?
I got to get them packed up.
Beth wants to know, does only the host have to pay?
They're probably stuck between books or
And
something.
that answer to that is yes. Just the host.
Yes.
If
I'm
it's over
sorry.
40 minutes, right?
If it's what?
You get 40 minutes if you're not paid.
Right.
Paying the subscription, you get 40 minutes to be on.
But you cannot go on. You can't stream to YouTube
Oh, okay.
unless you have a pro version.
That's exactly.
But you can get on Zoom and you can record
Right.
videos and you can put them on YouTube.
Because you're recording on yours, aren't you?
Out of my way.
And I love it because you can pause it. Like you
No,
can
why you
pause the
move?
record and then you can start it back up.
Right.
You don't have to edit things out if you don't want to.
Todd's going to want you to coach him on it. I think he was looking at it.
I have a feeling YouTube will come out with something else.
Well, Google has some kind of paid thing for their Hangout thing. They're just taking away the free thing, is what they're
Yeah,
doing.
that's what they're doing. And they also, I think, want to get rid of the Hangouts.
Well, they're replacing it with something else.
Well,
I
I'm
just
talking about.
look it up because I'm like, well, why? What does it hurt anything? Well, yeah, because they want to charge for it. It's all
Yeah.
about the money.
Yep.
Can y'all do the breathing?
Don't they know it's my human right to have that for free so I can broadcast on YouTube? I mean, don't they know this is a human right of mine?
You're right.
I mean, they're denying me my human right, my basic human rights right now.
You should put $1 tax on every gallon of fuel and eliminate tax returns and
No, I don't like what you're saying.
raise sales tax, and then everything would be free.
No, I don't like what you're saying. I like it my way better.
All we have to do is we just need to raise taxes and pay for the stuff.
So everybody can have free
On
Hangout.
show.
Most people don't even know what a Hangout is.
They'll be like, a thing for what?
And mine still doesn't support.
Aw. Ooh.
And my lighting sucks. Oh, my light went out. That's why.
It's but the thing, hey Dusty Blonde. The other one.
StreamYard.
Yeah, that one's free. And you also, but you're limited number of people you can have on it, and
Well, Beth asked, does only the host have to pay for Zoom? I know people that use Appearin and they're a group of friends.
Right.
And so like, let's say it costs $20 a month. They all pitch in and give it to the one person that pays the account for it, but they all have access to using it. I've heard of people doing that with, what's the Worth Point, where they all just kind of share the subscription thing and then it just breaks it up enough.
So if everybody chipped in for Tom, then could they log in? Could there be like a central login and it wouldn't be associated with his YouTube name necessarily?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's beyond my pay grade, but I just know that somebody with the appearance thing, that's what they were doing.
No, what you have to do is you have to select the account that you want to stream in.
So you could potentially, somebody else could go in there and stream to a different,
Right.
Different
Like
YouTube channel. Yeah.
I mean, I would chip in.
I mean, their appearance, they haven't been going on YouTube,
Well-
that they're just using it for their own private working hangouts.
It's only what, $15, Tom?
Yeah, if I decide to keep it, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for a year and get it down to 12.
Hmm.
But the $15 is not going to break me. You know, I'm not worried about the money.
It's just
Okay,
odd. that you-
money bags.
I know. I know, right?
Watch out, money bags. Tom's here. He said $15 won't break
It
him.
adds up, Tom. Compound interest. The opportunity costs that money.
I do wish it had. I do wish Zoom had the scheduling deal that the other one has, but I really like Zoom and I've gotten used to it. Figured out how to do stuff with it, and
Honestly, I resist change, but there's stuff here where I think I like it better than the Google Hangout.
Yeah, me too. And I was like,
mean,
I don't want to.
change.
And I'm like, I don't want to try it. And
Yeah.
It's different.
I don't know if you can do it, but I was watching Pat D's had it, and he's got StreamYard. Is that what it's called? And
yeah,
it was kind of cool because he could pull a comment out of the chat on YouTube and highlight it on the video screen and it shows like let's say I commented something, Jim and Tara Carey, and then what my comment was, and it stays on the screen for like, let's say, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds. Actually, I thought that was really kind of cool. Anyway.
it is.
I just think it's best to have both of them on your computer, and that way you can have it back and forth to it.
Yeah, that program has a banner that goes across.
Yeah.
That's probably how they pulled
Yeah,
their
it was a
content up.
banner, but he was able, like, if you put a comment in the chat, he could copy and paste it, put it up as a banner, which I thought was really kind of cool, honestly.
And that's cool too, because like if somebody has a question, you can put it up that way everybody on the panel can see.
Yeah.
Deb, your voice sounds different.
I'm trying not to sneeze.
Oh, okay.
Craig said you can take them up and down the comments.
What, here on Zoom?
I know on the other one.
Yeah.
And he also said, how did Bridget get to the office so quickly from Disney? Magic?
Magic. Disney magic.
He apparated.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Bridget. Now you guys sell an e-commerce stuff. Bridget's ebook on how to sell on eBay.
I'll get right on that.
Bridget and I are going to start doing a Disney.
I want to do that, Maggie.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I think it'd be fun, like do a live Disney, just a live Disney chat about what's going on and what's news happening.
Well, that'd do good. People love Disney.
Yeah, like a live one. I think that would be fun.
I think it would be fun too.
Obsessed. Obsessed.
Shut up, Tom.
Shut up, Tom. Everybody's listening to you.
You know, you may be the host, but it doesn't matter. We're in charge.
I'm glad y'all have something that y'all really like.
He had the
I'm
par.
sure Deb would come on with us.
He had the par. He does. He can knock everybody out of this room already.
Oh boy.
Yeah, try it, Tom. Go ahead.
See
I'll,
you.
I'll come on and do Disney with you.
Yeah, Deb would come with us, and I think it'd be fun.
Good morning, snobby crab. Excuse me. Snobby
What?
crab picker. Blah, 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 blah. I cannot talk this morning.
Okay, fish dishes.
No, frozen fish sets. He said he sold 2 frozen fish sets. I'm like, what the hell is a frozen
Fish sex? What the hell is that?
It was a frozen dish set, and that damn. I guess it's all frozen, and then I typed dish, and it automatically thought I was talking about frozen fish. Well, Lance Shark, you help me get 99 of our closest friends together, and we'll give it the good old American try.
You want to get 99 people on here, Craig?
He says, I want to see 99 people on the panel.
I do too.
That would be cool.
I was just tickled that it worked as well as it did with
With our
9
Brady
10
bunch.
last night.
My God, can you imagine the people talking over each other with 99 people?
Oh my God.
I have a mute all button.
You'd have to sing that song, 99 people on the wall, and start just getting rid of them.
99 people sitting on a panel. One won't shut up, so he's gone.
He can't
I
be
don't
gone.
like what that one's saying, so they're gone.
Oh Lord. I'd have to have somebody to help me watch the door though.
Yeah, like a bounce. Need somebody to be a bouncer.
Because I saw,
Gotta show ID.
I saw Maggie pop up there. Well, yeah, pop up there. I looked up there and she was up at standing at the door wanting in, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta
Tapping
the
my
house is on fire, but I need to let Maggie in.
Yeah, we need a bouncer that checks ID, Tom.
Actually, what I need is I need to set up contacts, and I can then y'all can automatically come in. You don't have to have.
I had a message on. I'm like, hello, I'm knocking.
I had to message him last night in the chat.
I know she was harsh about it.
I didn't have to knock. I just came. I must have. Bridget must have left the door open, and I just went in.
Snuck in.
Yeah.
No, I saw you.
It
Pop,
open for you,
I
Deb.
saw you pop up as soon as you popped in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're special. So you have to think about us for a while.
Yeah,
You want us
I
in?
haven't knocked yet.
Just watch. 99 people would be a mess.
Dang it. When are you going back to Kentucky, Tara?
I'm not sure when I'm gonna go back. We're gonna get some stuff, rid of some stuff here, so we're gonna be here for a little while. I mean, we got like 20 days, so I'm gonna wrap up some stuff here. I'm not ready to haul my horses down there because I gotta go back and forth too much right now. So, and I like
Well,
to
yeah,
get
you
them
have to
down
make sure
towards the end of the month.
They would probably be the last things to go down, right?
Yeah.
My boys can be so sweet to each other when they want to be. My oldest son's birthday is today, and my youngest son we use this thing called this is on Discord. We use Discord to communicate within the family. And he said, "Happy birthday, Sergey. I love you a ton."
Oh.
Now, tomorrow, or when he gets back, they'll probably be fighting tooth and toenail.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful when they team up together because that's when they go against you.
Oh, that's all right. They know,
They're
where,
like chickens. You know,
they know where the front door's at.
They know each other, but then if they start picking on you, they'll team up to pick on you. So you gotta be careful with that.
As I have pointed it out to them since they turned 18, there's the front door, there's the side door, and there's the back door, and that's the road out front.
Yeah, well, and then you have to
Well,
get.
you don't say that, Tom.
You're real tough, Tom.
He's real tough until Roberta comes in. She's like, "What are you doing?
She
You're not."
didn't say nothing. If she wasn't agreeing, she would have said something, believe me. She is not. She's sort of like Tara. She's not afraid to voice her opinion.
I am very afraid to voice my opinion.
You are.
Yeah, I'm very meek.
I am too. I never voice my opinion.
Where is Jim at?
He's sitting behind me.
Has he got his headphones on watching The View?
No, he's scared. We haven't watched.
I'm scared. What?
I said I'm very meek. I don't say my
Oh.
opinion. He wasn't paying attention.
I was ordering.
What are you
Jim was
drinking,
there, Jim's the
Tara?
boss.
They didn't have the stuff I usually got, so I had to get this Desante black cherry. It's carbonated water.
I thought you was hitting the old Coors Light this morning.
Yeah, I'm hitting the core. Yeah, I should hit the cores.
If they even still make that.
They make
Yes,
Coors Light. What the hell are you talking
I
about?
don't know. I don't drink Coors Light.
I like Coors Light.
What do you drink?
Jim totally quit drinking on me. And not that we're getting drunk or anything, but you ever notice if you're drinking by yourself, it's never as much fun as if somebody.
No, it's not.
So it's kind of I feel kind of lame. So I'm like, oh, here I am, sad old Tara drinking Coors Light by yourself.
Well, I
again.
look across the table and give her a really owly look too. Like, I'm so disappointed in you.
Aw.
I drink Bud Light. Thank you.
I hate
Deborah.
beer. I can't.
I like Corona makes this Corona Premier.
That's
I
good.
got it. It's really good. It's a light beer. It's really good. I got it at the Mexican restaurant. Actually, I kind of like it better than Coors.
That is good. I've had that.
Sherry, just make sure you knock really loud so Tom hears you.
Sherry coming in. Hey, watch the door, Tom.
Okay, I'm watching.
She's done when she's done with her shipping.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had that Corona Premier. I think it is.
It's good.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I don't drink beer.
Good morning, Mystic Union.
Wine gives me a headache. And I don't mean like I got drunk on wine. I mean like if I have a few glasses, it gives me a headache.
I like tequila.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's what Chris says.
Yeah, Jim did. Jim used to like tequila too.
But it's got to be Patron. It can't be like cheap stuff.
I think Jim drank Jose. Jim, what's it tequila you like, Annie?
I mainly drank Jose.
Yeah, he drank Jose.
I
He drank a bottle of it
The
though.
1918 or 1818 or whatever Jose. That I didn't care for that. And
Mine has to be 100% agave. That's the only type of tequila I'll drink.
Well, the tequila is going to be blue agave.
Yes.
Mezcal can be any agave.
Mm.
That's the difference between tequila and mezcal. Is mezcal can be made from any agave cactus, but tequila has to be made from the blue agave.
Yeah. I like it 100% though. I don't know. I just don't like the flavor of the cheap one.
Craig said 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor.
I didn't care. When we would shake,
Nowadays, probably. Because I haven't been drinking in a long time.
you know, when you're bartending and they're shaking for shots, of course they want the bartender to have a shot with them, and they don't understand when they're done. They pass the dice cup over to somebody else. They go play pool, and now these jackasses are going to always be shaking for shots. I mean, I made a lot of money. I sold a lot of liquor, and I made a lot of tips. But man, you'd be wasted. I mean, you're drinking shots with these guys over and over. So I would, if it was real bad, I'd drink Frangelico. Have you ever heard of that stuff? It comes in a
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like 20% alcohol. It's like drinking beer in a shot glass. That's if it was really heavy night. But otherwise, I drink Jose. It really didn't bother me. I was able to maintain and get my work done and be with it.
What were you drinking on our first date? You were
Jack Daniels.
Oh, it was Jack? Oh, I think
I don't know, 18 shots of Jack.
yeah, it was our
Besides
first,
what else I was drinking.
it was our first date. He couldn't even walk anymore.
I was the guy who owned the bar gave me a shot. I go, oh, come on, Charlie, give me something. Well, you give me that Frangelico crap. And he's like, oh no, that's Jack Daniels. I'm like, come on, that wasn't Jack Daniels. So he kept on pouring them for me, and I kept on drinking them because I'm an idiot. And our first date didn't turn out real good.
Tara, was that the first strike?
I didn't really think about it. I had another guy trying to take me home that night, and I'm like, no. He's up there drinking shots because, well, the owner of the bar really didn't want him to date anybody because they didn't want to lose him as a bartender. So they were like trying to sabotage it anyway. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. I have another guy trying to take me home, and I brought him home. He can't hardly walk. I dropped him off. He shook my hand goodnight and went in the house. And I'm like, God, that was really odd. It's weird way to wrap up a date,
I have
but
walleye
okay.
vision. What the hell am I gonna do?
Well, you did shake my hand.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's different. It's I
That was
never
very,
had a date like that, but that's cool.
very courteous of him.
Let
Yeah,
me
shake my
let me
hand,
say
proceeded,
let
which
me
I
say
don't
jump
know.
in. Let me
Proceeds to
jump
go
in
in
here
the
for just
house
a
and
second.
throw up, throw his
Yep.
stuff up because he's so full of.
Who do you
booze.
think you are, Tom?
Let me jump in here for just a second.
No.
Pusa Studios is in the chat, and
Oh, I
he
see
came
that.
by to say hey and everything. If you're looking to, as I've said before, if you're looking to build your channel and do some networking, go check out his channel. They have shows just about every night of the week. But Tuesday night is their Tuesday night tech talk. They discuss a lot of like developing your physical YouTube channel, about how to lay it out to get maximize the views and whatnot. So I highly recommend them. Please give them a view at your leisure. But thanks for coming by. I really appreciate that. It's nice to have some big guns to come by every once in a while. But they have a really good show, and his wife is so funny. Actually, his wife and Deb and Bridget and Tara and Maggie would probably get along just fine.
What are you saying? We get along with everybody, Tom. It's
I
you.
know.
Cause she gets to talking, and he'll turn and look at her like, "Can I have a turn?" But see, that's what I like about being a host is and with a lot of people on the panel, then y'all can do all the talking.
Like you have a problem talking.
I know I have a problem talking.
I'm just here to watch the chat. I can't get a word in edgewise.
Listen to you.
He won't even say hi to you, Maggie.
I know.
Oh, really?
Oh boy.
It's okay.
I'm just glad
Anyway,
y'all all come
Okay,
in here.
I'll tell the rest of the story.
Go
So-
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the next morning, Jim doesn't have a car because he had the Jeep here and the battery was dead. So I dropped him off at his house. Now he doesn't have a vehicle. The car's sitting in my driveway. Now, I gotta go to town to do
And I got a
something.
real estate appointment.
He's got to show real estate hung to the moon. So he rides his bike from his house to my house, which is maybe like a mile, maybe a mile and a half. Goes to the Jeep, battery's dead. Now he's bicycling into town with like real estate clothes on, not like a suit, but like a button dress shirt, Dockers and dress. I'm like, but I'm going down the road. I'm like, oh my God, look at this old loser on this bike riding his bike around. I'm like, who's this dork? I drive by. I'm like, I realize it's him. I'm like, so I open up my window. I have my pickup truck. I'm like, oh, what happened? Lose your license? He doesn't say anything. Picks his bike up, throws it in the back of the truck, and gets in. I'm thinking, okay. I didn't offer him a ride, but okay. So I drive him into town to drop him off at his office, where he proceeds to tell me that he goes, yeah, you should really set your sights higher. I don't know why you're thinking about going out with me. Okay. Odd thing for somebody to say that I thought you liked me, now you're telling me I should go set my sights higher and find
I was
somebody
trying to give you
else.
some good advice.
Anyway,
Y'all are a mess.
That's funny.
I wish I had a video camera when I'm like, because at first I'm like, oh my God, who's this old guy on the bike? Must be one of these Eagle River drunks that lost their life.
And then you're like, hey, that's a guy I went out with last night.
Jim, weigh this for me.
The handshaker.
Well, I don't like to drive. And so and Roberta likes to drive. So most of the
I
time
like Roberta too. I like to drive too. I always drive. I like to be in control.
Yeah, that's I think what she likes to go for too. But then I was out with a friend, and we passed by this big old Cadillac, and the guy was sitting, in the passenger side, and my friend goes, "Oh wow, he must have lost his driver. He must be DUI, and that's the reason she's driving." Ever since then, I always drive unless I'm so damn tired I can't drive.
I always drive. Always. I like to be in control.
What's the first thing that pops in your mind if you see an old guy on a motorcycle? I mean, a moped.
Well, Jim used to drive. No, okay, mopeds. That's what he used to drive in the summer. He has a Honda Spree. Okay, because he lived. Okay, in Elite, whatever. He lived down the road, and I'd be like, oh my God. I'd be like doing stuff in the yard. I'd be like, oh my God, look at this dork on this little Honda moped. What a dork. And here I end up marrying him anyway. I used to see him drive by. I'm like, oh my God, that guy is such a dork on his stupid scooter.
They call them liquor sickles down here.
Really? Why?
Because most of the people around here that's riding them don't have a driver's license anymore.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
need a driver's license to drive a moped on the road.
You used to didn't, not down here.
we still don't down here. You don't need no driver like corner 1 horsepower is what CC's is.
Yeah.
You don't need a motorcycle license.
Yeah, so you need it here. You need to have it. Yeah, you need a license here to drive it on the road.
In Wisconsin,
Well, you don't need a motorcycle license. State in Kentucky, you can have a permit, but if you want a passenger, you have to have a
A motorcycle license.
yeah, in Wisconsin for a moped, you don't need to have a motorcycle license, but you do have to have a driver's license.
Yeah, same with
Yeah.
And
you.
when you get up to a certain CC, you have to have a motorcycle license.
It
If
used to
your
be.
license is suspended, you can't even ride a 4-wheeler around here on a road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it is down here now. Yeah, because the first thing people would do when they get DUI, they'd go out and get them a moped for $900. You know.
now you can still ride a tractor and
They do a lot like snowmobiles and 4-wheelers. Yeah, you have a lot of people that lose their driver's license. They just switch to those to drive around town.
but if the cop pull you over, he's still gonna give you a fine for it.
Yeah, see, but they don't patrol like here, like ATVs and snowmobile trails. They don't really patrol them for like drunks and that, like they do like on the roadways.
I'm not. Fishing and Picker says, so how and why did Tara fall in love with Jim?
I don't know. He kept coming around.
Yeah,
He was persistent.
I
It's
hear you.
sorry for him.
I've heard that before this morning, this very morning.
Why did Tara marry Jim?
It's true. They don't freaking give up. They kind of wear you down, and then
Well, he was nice. I mean, I don't know. We had a lot of fun together. Well, honestly, like me and Jim, I'd say we're probably the worst thing for each other. Because it's like if you were let's say we were both addicted to drugs, because we're both like addicted to drunk, we feed each other's like weakness for buying too much
Drunk or
crap.
junk?
Yeah.
Junk.
Junk, I said. But like if we enable each other, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Probably not always a good match. Should I buy this? Oh, sure, if you want it. And maybe it ain't a good idea for us to buy it.
I thought somebody had walked in my kitchen door.
No, Jim just went out on the porch.
I mean, that's what I heard. I heard a door, and that's what I heard. Here in Quebec, you need a car license. This is what PISA says. Here in Quebec, you need a car license or a scooter license if you're over 14 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the way it is down here now. But if you got access to a farm tractor, if you want to drive it to elementary school, knock yourself out down here.
that's my old town too. Was like that.
My family is from Horry County, South Carolina, which is over there by Myrtle Beach. And my family did a lot of farming, a lot of tobacco.
I know. I
farming.
saw a lot of Huck signs all over the place.
Yeah, that's the brood.
Huck's Realty, Huck's Law Company, Huck's everything.
Priority shoebox.
And
Regular shoebox.
they used to do a lot of tobacco.
We got a tobacco field across the street from my house. They didn't do hemp. They did tobacco.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Liz.
Pizza Studio says, yeah, end up like George Jones, drunk on the freeway with the long tractor going to get more booze.
That George Jones is one of Jim's idols.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he loves George Jones. He
But
took-
I learned how to driving a tractor, pulling a tobacco drag, which is what when they've cropped the tobacco, they stack it on it. Driving it up and down the highway, taking it to a barn where they were stringing it, put it up in the.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. Jim used to be a real heavy smoker. He goes, yeah, when I smoked, it would have been like my dream to come true to live across the street from a tobacco field. But anyway.
Thank you, Stephen, for coming in anytime. Ooh. Hey, Sherry.
Hi.
Jerry.
Hey. Well, I don't see what it looked like.
Didn't get to talk to him much.
Oh, we talked before y'all came in.
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, how are you doing today?
Cool. I'm
Did
good.
he
How are
leave you
you?
at the door too long?
I did. I was out there forever, Tom.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
I swear.
And we even told Tom to pay attention.
Yep. Yeah. That's yeah.
Okay.
I looked over on YouTube and he's just talking. I'm like,
You need to put.
hurry up, Tom.
You'll need to give me your contact information so I can put you in my contact so I can set you off so y'all can come in anytime you want to.
You have me on Facebook. What do you need?
I need name, address, phone number, social security card, bank card number, and PIN.
I'll get right on that.
Where's Lori anyway? Why isn't she in here?
I don't know.
Everybody leave. I
They
want
have
to see what it
a
looks
leak
like.
water problem, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know that, but
So are you still thinking about going to Nashville, Tom?
Yeah.
Or are you debating?
Well, I'm thinking about going. We're going on a vacation. Roberta and I are going on a trip the weekend of the 15th.
Oh.
So I'm still planning on going though. I'd really like to go, especially if some of the peeps is going to be there.
Well, you better let me know what you're doing so I can decide what I'm going to do.
Okay.
You're going to that?
I might if Tom and Kathy go. Otherwise, but that's also the same exact days as Louisville. And if they don't go, then I might just go up to Louisville.
Yeah. Pisa. In the chat, he says, I learned to drive hauling a hay wagon because we would start by doing that till we were old enough to do the grunt work. Farms get you. Absolutely. Especially when like around the really farming counties of South Carolina, you'll see kids like 10 years old driving a $100,000 tractor down the road. And I'm concerned every time one of mine drives my $500 Chrysler.
Yeah, you have a $500 car. Mm-hmm. We believe that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably all I would get for it right now.
Tom is rich, just so everybody knows.
No, I'm not.
This coming from the chick sitting in her penthouse.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I saw pictures of Tom wearing his Colonel Sanders suit, sitting in front of 12-0.
You need to get. I'm telling you, we need to start looking out for a white suit and hat,
Right.
and a cane for Jim.
Oh no, that'll really make me want to hang out.
Or
with
Colonel Jim down in.
White Colonel Sanders suit on.
They need a new one because all the ones they have on the commercials are pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Liz wants to know if anyone's going to Nashville, and I don't think any of us are going, right?
I'm not going. When is it?
The end of August.
We're talking about it. I got to finalize that plan sometime this month.
Don't feel like you have to go because if you don't go, then I can do something else if I want.
Yeah. Kathy, is she going for sure?
Well, she's
Oh,
not.
no.
Well, Kathy doesn't live far from there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, well, I don't know about Tom. I think I'll be about 2 hours from there. I think she's like
Oh.
maybe 3 hours from there.
Oh, I'm like 6 hours away from them, but it's all interstate. I mean, I get on 40 and I don't get off of 40 till I get to Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to go see the Nashville flea market because that actually looks interesting. But they do that once a month.
Thank you.
You could
Oh,
do it on a
me.
different. You could do it on a different weekend. But I mean, that's I guess when they'll
Right.
have more people, more like YouTube sellers there.
Well, I'd like to go to see Marcel and Jim and Kathy.
Oh my word.
Like, forget the women still. He doesn't let the women in. They got to knock on the door and wait.
I know, right?
I'm going to have that fixed before this
Sure,
day is out.
It was just him and Todd, and it was kind of quiet, so they needed some of us to come in.
Yeah.
Well, Todd
yes,
works.
definitely.
You know, Todd's so busy.
Todd works.
He's making money.
Unlike the rest of us.
Todd's still here.
Yeah. He's here. He doesn't have his camera on.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm around.
I'm still trying to get woke up because Maggie kept me up till 12:30 last night.
Yeah,
Blaming Maggie.
you know me,
Yeah, Miss Party Animal over there.
party animal.
What were you doing, Maggie?
It
He was
fun.
listening.
Oh,
I was listening, actually. Yeah.
We had a chat, a working hangout last night, and it lasted till about 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not me. I got off at like 10 something.
I got off at 8.
Or-
Yeah, because
Where's it on my schedule?
4 minutes after 8, it's like, good night.
well, that's because Chris was standing there looking at her, probably going. He was probably going.
Well, he works all day and then he comes home and he showers, has dinner, and then he starts listing. So at 8 o'clock, he likes to just sit on the couch and rewind, rewind,
Right.
unwind. And he likes us watching like a show or something.
Yeah, I think I like to turn everything off. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't blame him.
I got me a system here now. I have all of y'all over here to the side. Then up here in the top, I have the participants, and that's where I see when people are knocking at the door. And then the chat is down here from YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
Boxes, are they out in the box room?
Takes it.
Shoe boxes.
It takes a while to learn this new system.
I thought it'd slide in.
I
but-
have you guys up on my 50-cent monitor that I picked up
Oh my
at
God.
the estate sale, and it's working great. And I have another one here. I don't even know what to do with it, but I'm like 50 cents. Yeah, I'll take both of them. Sure.
I want a bigger monitor, and I keep telling Roberta we're going to need to get a bigger TV for that den. And then I'll take that 32-inch when I'll hook it to my my computer, and she's like, 32-inch? Why do you need one so big?
Tell her because you're old.
You have to be able to see.
Yeah, Chris has been talking about he wants to get a bigger TV for the living room.
Well, I don't really want one. I really don't want a bigger TV, but if we go ahead and get one at a good price and downside, take the 32 in there and make a monitor out of it. It's saving money. It's because listen, until I got that 32-inch, I had a 48-inch tube went out there that took 4 people to tote out of this damn.
I know. Right? I know. I had a when I moved out of my old house, we still had a, what do you call those big TV, like a console?
Projection or whatever.
Oh, the console.
The console TV.
Console
Oh my
TV.
God, trying to get that down the stairs. I'm like, how the hell do we get that up the stairs?
So big and heavy. Yeah.
There's a guy that makes cabinets that I know, and kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets, whatever kind of cabinets. And he's got a 60-inch flat screen that he has built a cabinet around it that makes it look just like a 1970 console TV. I mean, it's big because you know how most of them had some kind of like fabric-looking insert on the front. The speakers were behind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got that. And that's actually his stereo speakers are behind those because he's
I was
got
like,
one.
oh yeah, I still have that one.
But it looks really cool. It looks like a big old console TV from the 70s. Hey, Joanna.
I had one on sale in the Habitat Restore we were in a few months ago. Oh my God. And it was beautiful. And it had a bar on it. Like the top of it opened up and you could
Right.
put liquor in there.
We have one of those stores around here. I just have never been in it.
The Restore?
Yeah.
Oh, we go in there because they usually have a book section. But otherwise it's just building supplies and things.
But sometimes you can find new and packaged
Yeah.
building supplies that you could do to Amazon, Bridget.
Yeah, I go in there looking for stuff new and packaged. You know.
It's out in the hood, so I'd have to go out in the hood.
You take someone with you.
I'll take my son. He's used to those hood people.
There you go. Your own bodyguard.
Okay.
Oh, Gwen was talking to him
Oh, he's in trouble.
When?
because he said okay.
Yeah, I
And
heard that
And
too.
he said that his honey lamb was giving him instructions for the day.
He's not on here.
Silver hair
No.
stalker's right there.
Camera's not on,
He
that's
doesn't have
all.
his camera on.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't see him on the hang up on the chat.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm not on here.
Todd is
Here.
one right there.
I thought
She just walked out the door.
he doesn't let us.
Yeah, I told you.
We never can say hi.
You know, I can imagine the whole time Todd was on that vacation and Gwen would go, hey, baby, let's go do this. It's only $50 a person. And Todd's over there calculating, okay, I got to sell a bunch of crap on on eBay to pay for those tickets.
Better get busy.
Yep.
Yep.
Eh,
Gonna
Yeah.
sell.
it was a fun trip, wasn't it, Todd?
I enjoyed everything we did while we were there, but all
It
the
was good.
travel and waiting in line and stuff at airports and
Yeah.
that part's not fun for me.
You weren't TSA pre-check?
No, I'm not that important.
You have to be important, you just gotta pay for it.
Right.
We get it automatically on our tickets usually.
Do you?
Yeah. The last time we went to Florida, it was automatically, it said TSA pre-check on the top of our tickets. We never have done anything to do it or anything.
Have y'all got your enhanced driver's license yet with the little star?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, we've had ours.
Oh, have you?
I've had mine for years.
TSA wasn't the slow part. It was just we have to drive 2 hours just to get to an airport we can fly from, and then it's however long of a flight, and then lugging around. Gwen takes
Yeah.
like half of the house with us when we go vacation.
Oh yeah, 'cause you need, you know, and Chris does the same thing. He doesn't understand. You need options. Okay,
Right.
you need options when you travel.
And then they're happy when they need something and you can pull it right out.
Exactly.
You might have to
know
go
they
buy
plan.
something. So there's that.
And
So-
believe me, when you go on a cruise, you want to make sure you take stuff like ibuprofen, any of that kind of stuff, because they will burn you up. It's like, where the hell are you going to go buy it from?
Right, there's not a Walmart readily available.
You
And
gotta-
Amazon, I don't think will deliver on the cruise ship.
so we always have our little med bag with us with all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were at the airport coming home and weighing our bags, you know, and Southwest allows 2 bags. Well, one of Gwen's bags weighed 42 pounds
Right.
and the other one weighed 52, and the limit was 50.
Oh, you just switch things in.
So right there at the check-in baggage counter, she's pulling stuff out of her suitcase and shoving it in mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't say I haven't done that.
I've done it.
I carry a little travel scale with us, so we weigh the suitcase at the hotel. So, because Chris got very frustrated with me one time when I had to do that.
Oh, shoot. She's knocking at the door. I was like, who's disappeared?
Yeah, it just like froze up and then kicked me out. Oh my God, the thing with the baggage, what Todd was just saying, we had to do that in Florida flying home, where Jim's like putting it in the other bag, except it was a bunch of samurai swords he bought at the flea market, and the ladies like looking at us like, oh my God, what's with these two nuts with this cheap computer equipment and samurai swords, like we're terrorists or something.
Good job, Mike. That's funny.
Lord
Yeah,
have mercy.
I had to. I invested in a very cheap, just a digital scale that you hook your luggage up to and you hold it up, so it'll tell you. Because he got a little upset with me when I had to transfer stuff from suitcase to suitcase at the airport.
Nice, Mike.
But what are you gonna do?
Well, you know, when we went to Australia, we our best friends bought a bunch of lamb's wool or whatever it's called, blankets,
Mhm.
and they were going to ship it back, like UPS or USPS, and it was going to cost them like $140 to ship them back, and they only had like $25 in the blankets. So they decided not to go that route, and they went and bought a cheap suitcase and paid the extra baggage fee to get it back. Anyways, but it's when we went to Australia, we were doing customs, and
Hey, well, I'm gonna step on you.
they the guy was real nice. It was, you know, looking at our paperwork and whatnot, and he's real nice about it. And he says, "How long y'all going to be here?" And we said, 2 weeks. And he said, "So where are you going to go?" And I said, "Well, we're going to start off here in Sydney and then go to Melbourne, then Alice Springs, Ayers Rock, Cairns, and back into Sydney." He says, "You Americans kill me. Y'all try to see this whole continent in 2 weeks." I said, "Well, you know, we're hitting the highlights, you know." Kansas, where the Great Barrier Reef is at, which is sort of like, it looks like anything from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to Miami, Florida. It's all cinder blocks and touristy looking kind of stuff. It's nice, and we had a great time there, but that's what it looks like. But somebody made with this guy, this customs guy's coworker really must have made them mad, because they had their luggage tore apart. I mean, not the luggage itself, but everything, the contents out of it, scattered on like 4 big like banquet tables.
Wow. Mike sold an antique leather rack for $250 that he paid $1 for. That's
Cool.
awesome. Isn't that amazing? Amazing.
That's nice.
He has great finds. I like looking at his Instagram.
He does.
Well, he lives up north, doesn't he?
Yep.
Maryland?
Yeah. Yep.
Good morning, Anthony. That's right. It's Derek that lives in.
Yeah,
No.
up north for you, but wasn't Maryland like a border state during the Civil War?
Yeah, you can get a lot of old stuff out there.
Yeah.
That's a lot older part of the country.
Right.
Yeah.
You know who I'm impressed with is Carol. With
love
the
the
stuff that she makes.
It's amazing. If you go on Instagram,
Oh my gosh.
she buys these pieces of furniture and refurbishes them, and they're just
does
I'm
it.
not really on Instagram.
I've got an account and people keep following me, but I
I
don't
think I
know.
have an account and I just don't do anything with it or
I
check it or anything.
I
I
don't
don't either.
post. I lurk.
She
Like
buys
looking
this
through
furniture and then she repurposes it and it looks so nice.
Yeah, she does.
There was a girl on Texas Storage Wars that did that.
Yeah, well, she does a lot better job.
Mary.
Mary,
But
That
Carol's is a
Tabby
lot
Chic
better.
stuff.
is she a lot better?
Oh yeah.
Great. Of course you need to go out now. Of course you do. You're not getting attention.
I guess that's the reason we never see her is because she's always.
Oh, she does an amazing job.
Oh, she does. I admire anybody that has that kind of talent. Like so creative.
And just so you know, Pusa Studios lives north of the border. And I'm talking about the U.S.-Canadian border, not the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh boy.
He lives in Canada?
Yeah, he lives in
Back.
up near Montreal.
Oh, Montreal. That's Quebec.
I live an hour away from Niagara Falls area. Hour and a half, sorry.
You know, I've never been to Canada.
I was straight north of Minnesota in a place called Sioux Lookout.
We go all the time.
I know. You go up there and gamble.
No,
Cool.
not just
I went to Canada and I'm like, good. I want to see a moose. I was up there on a fishing trip and I never did see a moose up there. But now down here where I'm at, like if I go up in the UP, I see moose almost every time I go there. So
well, you do an amazing job, Carol, just saying.
You do.
If anybody is on Instagram, follow Carol because you'll see some great pieces. She's not on Facebook, just Instagram. And she's got a YouTube channel too.
She's got a YouTube channel?
Carol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
where the hell have you been living, Todd?
I know.
Under a rock?
Well, let me make sure I'm subscribed to her. Oh, excuse me. She runs with you pack of women. If I wasn't, she would have already let me know about it.
Thanks, Maggie.
People have to mow their lawn when I'm on YouTube.
I have got to get me.
Yeah, Wednesday here seems to be mow the lawn day.
It's a long day, yeah.
Ours is Fridays.
Oh, I already brought that in. Oh my God.
I can go listen to Carol anytime I want to now.
Oh yeah. She has some good videos.
I'm not saying she doesn't. I just love her accent.
She does great videos. She did on clothes that she buys and
Oh, that's
outfits that she puts together.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's very talented.
But I want her to talk like those down east dickering people, you know, with that like East Coast accent. You know, they're gonna go do a little dickering.
Pusa Studio says that he grew up in rural Quebec, but most of his adult life he's lived in Montreal. But his wife is from Latvia, Europe. And Pusa is the name of the rural town where her mom grew up.
Oh,
My oldest son is from Russia, and my twins are from Ukraine.
Oh, I thought they were all from Russia.
No, the twins are from Ukraine.
Okay.
but wasn't Ukraine part of the Russia back then?
Yeah, it was one of the states in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And but our translator, he was a young guy, but he remembers wearing the little white outfit, the white shirts with the red neckties, the Soviet youth program or whatever. He had Actually, he showed us some pictures of him wearing it.
Huh.
That's Nickel mowing our lawn. What the heck? He should really
So it's your own lawn, huh?
lawn get mowed.
Yeah, I don't know what it is around here, but Wednesday's like mow your lawn day.
We try to do ours Friday, so it's nice. I mean, yes, on Friday, so it's nice and it's cut on for the weekend.
Mine got done yesterday.
I guess that goes back to my dad. My dad always liked the yard cut on Friday, so it was pristine. We'd cut the grass, and my mom would get her hair done on Friday morning. Getting ready for the weekend and for church.
Yep, that's Chris's mom. You go see her on a Friday evening and it's all up in curlers.
I've got a box of those big old pink ones. It's about the size of this coffee cup right here. I just can't imagine anybody rolling their hair up with those things.
She's got her little babushka thingy on and
A babushka.
A babushka?
she's
Yeah, well,
Polish.
he's Polish.
Oh,
This is Polish.
Chris's mom, yeah, her parents came right from Poland.
Yeah, my grandmother was Polish. She was raised by her mother was straight from Poland. Her mother was from Poland, but on the German side. But Poland wasn't a country when they immigrated. And my great grandfather was a Polish national who got conscripted into the Tsar's army and was in St. Petersburg and snuck across on a ship from St. Petersburg to the United States because you get conscripted to 99 years, which is like life.
When we were going through the procedure of getting all our paperwork ready for to go to Russia to get Sergey, we were members of a local adoption group, and there was a lady there who was she came from Russia as like when she was like 10 years old, but her great grandfather was one of the Tsar's bodyguards.
Yeah, my great grandfather, he's in the Tsar's army, but he's in St. Petersburg in like a cavalry regiment that did a lot of parades and stuff.
Yeah.
My grandmother saw his uniform. She said it was very ornate. It had like a lot of velvet on it and stuff.
If you ever get a chance to go to Moscow,
Oh, I'm sure it's worth seeing. It'd probably be really cool.
it's an amazing place. You know, right there at the Moscow, at the Red Square where Lenin's tomb is at, with the big brick street that they always have all the parades and stuff on.
Yeah.
Well, when we were there, which was after the fall of the Soviet Union, on one side is Lenin's tomb, and across this brick road is one of the first malls in the Soviet Union, and all these designer American brands in it and stuff like that. Now the building was built like in the 1800s, but it's a mall now, so you know Lenin was rolling over in his grave.
Jim had he managed these Russians on this condominium development that the guy brought over here to work, and we had one that went down to Chicago because it was a sanctuary city because he didn't want to go back because they were supposed to go back to Russia because they were after their in between like college and whatever, but they had to do a mandatory like 2 or 4 years in the military there. So he went down to Chicago because he didn't want to go back. Anyway, he was doing this. I'm not sure it was totally on the up and up legal, but they were doing this with these cars through this chop shop, and then they were renting containers and shipping the cars back to Russia to sell to people. Anyway, I mean, can you imagine how expensive it would be to ship a car in a container from the U.S. over to Russia, you know? But it was worth it enough for them to go sell them. I usually want something like a sportier car, you know.
We saw a lot of Lincolns, Navigators, and Cadillac Escalades when we were over there.
Hmm.
A lot of them.
Oh,
We
yeah,
also-
yeah.
We also saw a lot of side view mirrors sitting in piles beside stoplights, because they would, the light might be red, but if you were wanting to go, you just went ahead and went, and that meant knocking somebody's side view mirror off. They did.
Yeah.
We had Sergey. We were headed back to the airport to come home, and our driver was a major in the Russian army, and he was on vacation leave or whatever they call it. And so his wife we were staying with them in their apartment in Moscow, and they were really a lovely couple. But he passed a semi, tractor trailer truck on the left-hand side. We were making a left-hand turn because the truck was not moving fast enough. No car seats, no seat belts. But Roberta and I were looking at each other like, please God, get us to the airport.
Oh my God. Those crazy Russians, that guy, when he was here, he had one of these. It was a Suzuki, but it was a sporty little Suzuki car. He had a salvage title on it, but he didn't have a regular title on it. And he was driving it on the road, which I'm not sure you're supposed to, but there was some discrepancy with the VIN number to whatever. And then he got pulled over by the police. So he's going to Jim, can you make this right for me? Let's say I just gave you some money, and you talk to this man as a friend. And Jim's like, I cannot bribe police officers. Anyway.
Yeah,
Let me
Jim
tell
has a
you.
little more to lose than.
Yeah, they are in a little bit of a, they were very nice, but they work in a little bit of a different system over there. Where, yes, can we work out something with some type of bribe or something for this policeman, so I'm not having a problem. I mean,
when we got Sergey, they told us it'll take 6 months to get his passport. And we're like, we don't got 6 months. So we paid an expediting fee, and we had it in about 3 hours.
Wow.
Big difference there.
People call it different various sundry things. We called it an expediting fee because I could pay an extra $200 and get stuff done real quick, and that's the way it was done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just the way they do things over there. And when we went back to Ukraine and got Vanya and Sasha, we did the same thing. The Ukrainians and Russians will wait a year to get a passport.
now I don't think you can adopt babies like that in Russia anymore, can you?
No, not because of damn Putin.
Yeah.
What was really sad though was when we had to go to the U.S. Embassy in Moscow, which is this big, huge place. And when we got there, our translator, Zena, she says, no, when we get here, we have got to get out the car fast so the driver can move on. So when we got out, we got out of the car, in which we had the baby with us. We got out of the car quite fast, but still one of the guards from the embassy that was standing out in front, he was giving us the you need to get going signal. But there was a line of Russians starting at the front of the embassy all the way down the sidewalk. I don't know, it must have been 1,000, 2,000 feet, and then made a left-hand turn, and you couldn't even see the end of the line. And I told our translator, I said, we don't have to stand in line. She says, no. She says, you got those little blue books with you. You will go right in. So
sounds like a Trump rally.
So we walked up. She said, get your passports out. And we walked up to the the guard and flipped our passports out, and he looked at them, and I said, she's with us. She's our translator. And he flagged us on through, and then we had to go through, and they went through their purses and the diaper bag and stuff like that, and send us on into the rest of the to the embassy where we had to process this paperwork. That's where I met the fella he and his wife were adopting 7 siblings.
Wow.
Wow.
From they were like 7 to 16 or something like that. They were real little. So I know those ones like 16.
So how long were your children in the orphanage right from birth?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sergey was in it till he was 10 months old when we got him.
Yeah.
And the twins were 2.5 when we got them.
2.5 years?
2.5 years, yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was an experience. I always wanted to go to Russia, and we got to see a lot of Russia. We went by this park where all the statues of Stalin and Lenin and all that, they took them down after the fall of the Soviet Union. There's a park, or what was a park, and they have all these statues. We didn't have time, because I wanted to have a picture of standing beside Lenin's head, because it was laying down.
I think there's a statue of Lenin that's in like Seattle or something. You can go take a picture with that one.
No, that's okay.
Not the same thing.
Somebody bought it and brought it over, and they display it on personal property. It's like that northwest part of the state.
Right. Well, they do weird stuff up there anyway. I mean, it was really fascinating to see them and the people. And like I said, we stayed with a family, and they were real nice. And yeah, I mean, we were paying, and she cooked for us and all that kind of stuff. The couple that we stayed with when we were in the town that Sergey actually came from, Arena. We stayed with them a week, and we never ate off of the. Yeah, I just insulted the Pacific Northwest. I'm sorry.
That will happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We were there a week, and we never ate off the same set of dishes the whole time we were there. Wow. And we were asking our translator about it. She said because, they live in those big concrete apartment buildings over there. And she says decorating the inside of their house and having stuff like that is the only way people can really express themselves. And she said, and Arena was just playing house. She was just showing off all her china. But we did. We never ate off the same china more than once.
Wow.
And it was all fancy. We actually went to a mall, and she was we were going to bring back some a tea set, and our translator said, I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably going to get broke before you get back, because you're going to have the baby stuff, your luggage, blah blah blah. So we ended up not doing it.
We those Russians that Jim managed, they were all mostly from out by Siberia.
Right.
Anyway,
no. We were both. Our boys are actually were born both about 300 miles each from each other on the Black Sea.
Anyway, one of them brought all these like Olympic pins and like sporting pins like from in Russia, because he thought somebody would want to buy them, and he never could sell them. He ended up giving them to Jim. Actually, they're kind of cool. I still have them. I let Brandon have them. But anyway, because he couldn't take them back with him because they get hit so hard with that like import tax that they said, it just ain't worth us bringing it back with us. So he just left them here. One of them left, like he wore a gold necklace with a crucifix on it or a cross. He left it they stayed at Jim's parents' house up here on the lake. He forgot it here, and Diane was like, you want me to send it back to you? And he's like, no, the taxes will be too high on it.
Mhm.
They take such better care of their things over in Europe. I noticed.
when we were in both Russia and Ukraine, I never saw a teenage boy's underwear.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good
They
thing,
were
Tom.
dressed. They were dressed to the T all the time. You'd see a group of little girls, you would think they were going to church. I mean, the kids were just, their parents dressed them very nicely over there,
Yeah.
which was, once again, that was the only way they could really express, themselves or have, kind of show off something. But, and we saw little groups of like little girls, say 10, 11 years old. We'd see them walking together, like going to the mall, which their mall is, the mall that we were at was probably not the one in Moscow, the one that where Sergey was from. I guess maybe it was 40,000 square feet, which is not very big at all.
They don't have a lot of choices.
And they looked like they were headed that way. And we asked our translator, I said, Zena, did people not worry about their kids walking the streets like this? She said, no, Tom. She says, look over your shoulder. And there was like 3 military guys walking down the street with machine guns. And she said that's what they were doing with their military. They had to do with their military. They were using them as police force.
They don't tolerate you messing with a child there.
Well, they had a problem there. Like, if you're a regular police officer there, they would have like these criminals, or because you can't own guns there, they would go, they, hurt the police officers so they could steal his guns. So yeah, I suppose you probably do need a decent military presence. You know what I mean? Just to prevent that kind of stuff too.
We were going through Moldova when we were getting the twins, and our driver got stopped for speeding. And our translator said, do not say anything. He turned around and looked at Roberta, and I said, do not say anything. So we're like, yes.
We had those Russians. I had to take them over to Jim's house because they were getting a table or something, whatever. They were picking up out of the basement. And Jim collects military stuff. They've got these shelves down in the basement with some, rifles and some other stuff. And they walk down there. I mean, their minds are blown. And they go to me and they go, is Jim fascist? I'm like, no.
He said, no, he's an asshole, but he's not fascist.
Yeah, is
Might
Jim,
be a lot of things, but that ain't one of them.
is Jim fascist? No. Anyway, it's just kind of funny.
We were in Belgrade, Nostrovsky, which is where the orphanage was at, where the twins were from. And it was actually, back during the Soviet area, this place was a resort for Russian buckety mucks. It has real nice weather and whatnot. And so we're sitting at this little cafe. Roberta wasn't, because she doesn't eat such things, but we were eating Russian caviar and drinking Russian champagne and eating crayfish, and it was pretty cool. Now, the whole deal cost me like $5 for the whole group, because American dollars go a long way over there.
Only bad thing I'll say about the Russians, and I asked them not to do this, because they were getting some chipmunks in this condominium development. They were building the houses, they're still framed in, they're not finished. And the chipmunk would come in and they would corner it, and then they'd videotape torturing it. I'm like, please stop doing that. This is really kind of freaking me out. Yeah.
Yeah, there's people who put you in a corner and torture you.
I mean, I'm like, it's a chipmunk though. No, this is rat. This is rat. I'm like, no, it's a chipmunk. Can't you just chase it away? Or if you gotta kill it, can you just do it swiftly so it doesn't suffer? Please don't torture. Don't torture chipmunk for half hour before you kill it. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
But those folks over there, just like us over here, they're just trying to get things done. Hey, Assassin Master 25866.
It's a long name.
Oh, I'm being rated,
God rage.
Oh no.
which is a good thing.
You're
What does
being
that mean?
That means you hit the big time.
Yeah. Control.
Said
it's
that?
Charles.
Joanna is on it. Good job, Joanna.
Whack a troll, Joanna.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the God raid means that they've finished up their show over on their channel, and they send everybody to another
Oh.
channel to
Oh, okay.
Oh,
subscribe.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Well, you should explain that because I'm
Yeah.
Totally unimpressed.
what the heck?
But that's what when they're doing a raid, that means that what they finished up their show they're having, and then they ask everybody to go to another channel and
Oh, they're not trolls.
subscribe to people and things like that.
Oh, I didn't know.
They're good trolls. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Tom is like the YouTube guru or something.
Listen, if I did not hang out at places like Pusa Studios and Farm All Fridays and Blood X and places like that,
He's good at that networking stuff. I don't have the patience.
I wouldn't know about stuff like that. Yeah, good trolls.
Okay.
So y'all put your name in the chat so they can, if they're not subscribed to you, they'll subscribe to you. And thank y'all for coming over, by the way. I truly appreciate it. Makes me feel special. I've been rated now. Where the hell's Craig at?
Oh, it's with love from good people. Aw.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Hello, God, the good one. Is there a God the
It
bad?
was scary for us because we never saw that before. So.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people over, that comes in. But I appreciate that. That's really cool.
Hey, Ansley.
All right.
And
Oh, what was that? Oh. That's a loud ass scammer, Bridget.
Sorry.
that's okay.
It sounded like my smoke alarm. I was like, oh no, I'm not even cooking.
Running on fire.
Yeah.
It's
What day is it today? Is it like Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Is Kathy and them having their show today?
Thank you, Pusa Studios, for coming in. I truly appreciate it. And next time, I'll send you the links so you can come in if you'd like to. I don't know why I didn't do it today. I talk about y'all all the time.
He does.
I've just learned a lot of good information from them. Or at least I think it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's good information.
We learn something new every day from Sweet Daddy.
I watch them sometimes.
Sweet daddy. Yeah, that's right, Liz.
Oh yeah, our sweet daddy.
All hail the Sweet Daddy.
I love some of these YouTube handles though, like Jelly Duck.
We're really creative with their names.
Yeah,
Like me.
that's the reason Bridget needs to change hers to Boo Boo.
You changed mine again?
No, I didn't today.
Oh.
Deb's already got the cool. She's the cool kid on the street. She's bruh. I would just like to finish getting my required hours.
How many hours do you need?
About 600 left. Which that's before all these morning shows and like last night's shows start kicking in, because it takes them a couple of days to start adding those hours.
Like how many hours total do you need in a year? Is it a year? Like a
Yeah, 4,000
wow.
Hours or minutes?
hours.
Oh,
Oh.
But see,
Look
you
at Maggie. Maggie with her own hand.
I have a question.
My hand's bigger than Todd's hand.
Oh, I can see us.
Oh, what? So what are we having now? A hand measuring contest?
oh, God.
We're having a handoff.
Listing closing, and I just pulled the arm off my. That's all.
yeah, Maggie's hand's a lot sexier than Todd's.
Maggie, all of Maggie is a lot sexier than Todd.
Ooh. Well then, Michael, you better watch out.
Well, Todd did try to improve by using that Epilady one time on his own.
Oh my
Right.
God.
I can't believe I got him to freaking do that with his own. I'm like, try it out. Try it on your arm. Make sure it works.
He was like, "Oh my God."
There's a YouTube channel called The Try Guys, and they do all this crazy crap. They went in for waxing.
Oh my God.
You know, they all went in to get waxed, and what they're like, why do women go through this? Men are not worth the agony of wax.
What is this one? Twisted.
But y'all ought to check out the Try Guys. They have some funny stuff on there.
Yeah, I'll have to put that on my list. You already got me down a freaking rabbit hole with another one there, Tom.
Which one is that?
I'm not talking about it. Uh-oh. Your girlfriend.
Oh, that one. Well, at least I'm not like our dear friend Nikki.
Oh, you're close. You're a really close second.
Sent us down Nikki and Tara that sent us down the drama channel.
Well, listen, Tom, some of the things you send us to, yeah.
I try to send you to interesting stuff.
They do too. It's interesting. Very interesting. So especially when somebody's washing their freaking car in a white t-shirt and
I must have missed that one.
yeah, I think that was before you were on the chat.
Were you on Mama Bear's chat? She did that one too, and then she got suspended for a while.
Maybe that's the one she's talking about.
That's what I was talking about. That
That was
he took us on that little journey.
oh my God, Nikki was fighting with her with all these. Oh my God,
All her
Nikki got all of her YouTube's banned from that channel. She was fighting with her.
all her alter egos.
And she even went with her. I'm like, why? That's your real name? Oh, yeah, I know. She got that one banned too.
Nikki was arguing with.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nikki got banned from the drama channels. That's how bad it was.
That takes a lot.
Oh yeah, Nikki way got sucked in. She talked about me. Nikki was way deep in it.
Yeah.
Our sweet Nikki.
I never engage. I just listen.
Oh yeah. She yeah, I never engaged either.
No. They were one night having this bunch of big fight drama, okay? And I would always say, yeah, don't engage. It ain't worth it. And there was somebody that would view the morning show that went in there and they just asked, oh, so what's going on? I mean, they just yelled at her and reamed her a new one. They're like, you don't know, if you're so stupid, you don't know what's going on. You don't. I'm like, oh boy, that's why you don't engage, you know?
Just like the auctions, right, Tara?
Yeah, do not engage.
No eye contact and don't engage.
What good could come from it? It could possibly bring you harm. That's how you got to look at it.
Well, Nikki likes a good challenge.
Yeah. Nikki likes the excitement.
I love Nikki. There, she was actually on last night.
Because they always call like this the reseller community. I did not realize on YouTube that you have all these like different interest communities that kind of band together, you know, like drama community or fishing community or whatever. I never even really knew that was out there, to tell you the
I didn't
truth.
either.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I just thought people just randomly put up videos. I didn't know there's like communities of people, you know.
And if any of y'all are still in there that got timed out, that's my bad. Because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't catch it. And these people don't get out much. They don't know what such things are.
Well, on the reseller channel, the only kind of thing I've ever seen like that was like when they mean harm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it happen.
Well, I'm bringing, you know, a lot of these people are coming over from like where I've been people and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're regular, like Pusa, I would call them like a content community. They're people that are trying to build their channel for content and stuff.
Right.
Okay. You know why we don't know?
Why?
Not that we don't get out much. It's that we list more than Tom does. We're too busy listing while Tom is watching his YouTube videos.
Educating himself on the YouTube way of life.
No comment, Tom?
I'm just going to let
Can't argue with that.
Hey, Todrick.
Yes, sir.
I said, hey.
You got a message on Facebook, Tom.
Okay, let me. I got a message where?
On Facebook.
Facebook.
You're asking a lot of me.
There's also one in the Zoom chat. Hello, you're the Zoom guru.
I know, right?
Hello, McFly.
Give me a second, for crying out loud.
Tom.
Stressing out the Tom. Don't.
Oh, okay. I see it. Hang on a second.
Did you remember to take your ginkgo biloba this morning?
Y'all are freaking harsh.
Be careful what you wish for. Because you just have like 5 of us
Use
now.
your Centrum 6000 or whatever that is.
I bet Tara has some of that. Like from
I do. I could probably hook you up. Let me check. I'll check my inventory.
You guys are.
Oh, that's.
But it's said in love.
Huh?
It's said in love.
I know you love me.
Yeah.
Sibling kind of love. Like you pick at each other and then you love each other.
Tell her it's in the chat. Now let me go up here to the lot and wait for her to knock. But hey. Okay, down in the lower left-hand corner of the screen is a mic. Click it and click it back. See, because you're muted. Now unclick it. Now do it one more time.
There you go. Now you're not muted.
Now talk.
That was easy.
There you go.
Much easier than Google Hangouts.
Yeah, we're learning that it's
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Anytime. You're
What's
on,
going on?
huh? Do what?
I said, what's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Bridget said something. Just hanging out. They're doing a little bit of work.
Bridget's working.
Bridget's working. Yeah. All of them are working except me because
I
I
am
just
working.
cannot.
I've done 6 listings so far this morning.
This is great.
Hi,
Okay.
Donatella.
It says on the bottom of the screen, what do you want to do with Zoom? Run, save, or cancel? What should I do?
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
I've never
Just
seen that.
run. I guess run because I think it does download something onto
Yeah.
your computer to work.
We just
So press run,
Sure,
Yeah.
try it.
Already did that though. 'Cause
download, and run. Okay.
okay, or just cancel all of that if you can cancel it.
Well, I ran it and it
Okay.
kept me on. So
Okay.
I think last night mine opened it up in a download and then that's how I got into Zoom. But then this morning it didn't ask for it. So it must download something on your computer, I guess.
Yeah, it must.
So yeah. Okay. So I don't really know all of you, so I want to introduce myself. My real name is Donatella, but I go by Donna. My friends call me Donna, and I'm a full-time reseller. I've been full-time for over 2 years.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're in
Yeah.
Florida, right? You're in Florida?
Currently having a problem with eBay. They accidentally removed 350 of my listings.
Ooh.
Mm.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Why? Like they got deleted?
Well, they had a glitch in the system. I woke up, I think it was Monday morning. I woke up and I had multiple duplicate listings. When I tell you multiple, it was like one item was listed like 6-7 times.
Oh,
So-
wow.
I know. So I called eBay and I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, do I have to go in and manually delete all these duplicate listings? Because you can't bulk delete duplicate listings. And so eBay connected me to like a special service department, and I gave them permission to go ahead and access my account and remove all the duplicate listings. And then when I got up Tuesday, throughout the day, I kept getting delete notifications that they were deleting the duplicate listings. And then Tuesday morning, was it? Yeah, is today Thursday? Or today's Wednesday. What's today? Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yesterday morning, I think it was, I woke up and I had like 300, and I have 1,700 listings in my eBay store. And I had like 350 listings were missing.
Wow.
Yeah. So I called them. They gave me a reference number. They said they were going to look into it and try to undo what they did. And they were going to promise to call me back yesterday. They still haven't called me back. So I have to call them, but I have such a busy day today. I don't know. I've got to address it. But I started going through my inventory a little bit, and I found about 3 items that weren't listed. So I put them aside, and I don't know whether to relist them or wait for them to fix the problems, or it's a fiasco. And they sent me a letter saying, an email saying, we're so sorry for the inconvenience. It is a known glitch in the system, and our blah, blah, blah department is working to correct it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
Did they say whether or not they were going to be able to recover your deleted listings?
They said they were working on it and they would get back to me before the end of business day yesterday, and they never got back to me.
I'd be calling them.
I'm out of my mind about it.
300 listings is a lot of time.
They are kind of bad about calling you
I
back.
guestimate it's about 340 listings.
Oh,
That's
That's why I don't know if you guys were watching Debbie yesterday. She's like, call me. I'll represent you. Because she's so good with words. But
Is it Debbie does sales?
Yeah.
Yeah, we met her last night.
Yeah, because we were chatting about it on the phone yesterday. I was telling her what happened.
I don't know if I would. This is sad, but I don't know if I would notice 300 listings missing.
Well, I guess if you saw it coming up in because you would get an email, right, that a listing's been deleted. I
What'd you say, Tara?
I haven't had it happen to me, but would I notice it?
I mean, I have 4,800 listings right now. So
Would you notice if you had 45 instead of 40? 48, like that's a lot of.
But I don't look at how many I have every
No,
day.
you don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like it fluctuates between 47 and 5,000. So
You know what I do, Bridget? Every morning when I wake up before I start listing, I take a screenshot on my phone of how many listings I have, how many active listings I have, and it shows me how many active listings, how many sold. So I kind of have that as a reference at the end of the day after I'm done listing. And, you know, I keep it in my photo log in my phone for like a week, and then I delete it. But I screenshot it every single day. So it kind of helps me keep track of like how many listings I have up, how many I've put up on a daily basis. So I take a screenshot in the morning and a screenshot at night. So yeah, kind of.
just so you know how many, I mean, I write down like how many I do every day.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea.
I used to write it down. I used to do the check, slash, check, slash, you know, have a piece of paper next to me. And as I would list, you know, I would do you know, the little lines and then cross it off as, you know, 5, 10, 15. And so I'd look at it and be like, all right, I put up 25 listings or I put up 35 listings. But now instead of doing the checks, I just screenshot it, you know, on my app. And it's just so much easier for me to look
What
at.
I do is at the end of the day, I go through and I see how many I listed for the day, and then I add up the total so I know what the dollar amount. That's just
So
Michelle,
Bridget, I'm sorry.
Michelle Clark said in the chat, she says, all the ladies are hustlers. Apparently, because
I'm a big hustler. So Bridget, is that your background, or are these backgrounds that you can choose on this app? Is that where you live?
This is where I live. No,
no, show her where you would live if that was the case.
The real place you would live.
The real place where you would live.
How do you do that?
There you go.
Oh, Disney World, Epcot Center?
Disney World.
Disney World.
I hate Disney World.
Okay, pick her off.
I have 4 kids, and we live 2 hours from Disney. So I'm like, I'm done with Disney.
Oh no!
No, you get those residential passes.
To me, Disney is way more fun now that my kids are adults.
Oh yeah.
And she could get the residential Florida residence pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I don't. I avoid it like the plague.
Now that
I thought about doing it with my husband's family's address, but like if I said I lost my license and then went to Florida and got a Florida driver's license with their address, and then I could get the Florida residence pass, but I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble.
Seems like a lot of work. Even with the resident discount, it's not that big a savings.
Yeah, it's gone up quite a bit. It used to be a lot.
Well, it even went up more now.
Did it?
They just raised the annual pass. Yeah.
You got to pay for the Star Wars.
I have to say my favorite theme park up in Orlando is probably SeaWorld. I love SeaWorld, but now since all of like a couple of years ago, all of these like animal activist people came out and were like petitioning against, you know, the cruelty to animals and keeping them in, you know, in caged habitats, and Disney World, SeaWorld came under fire for some of their animals. And
right
now I look at SeaWorld and I'm like, oh, those poor animals. But I love SeaWorld. I think SeaWorld
Yeah,
is
they're going to
awesome.
stop the killer whale show there. I think, does it end like next year or something?
Yeah, something like
Like
that.
the Shamu show, you know, where they do the tricks and that. But you can't turn those whales loose. I mean, they have to live in captivity because they don't know how to survive on the wild. But now they're just going to have them in, I guess, more of a natural habitat where you can just look at them. They don't actually have to perform.
Right.
But if you go down to beside the little video camera on the right hand side is an up arrow key. If you click it, it says choose a virtual background. That's where that's at. And if you've kind of got a busy background, so I doubt it'll work right. But like Bridget and Maggie, they have kind of like bare walls behind them. So it works really good with that.
So it's near the camera.
Yeah, when you look at the little camera, it says stop video. Don't click on that. Click on the little the up arrow to the right of it. And then
Video.
at the very bottom of the screen.
Yeah, see, mine's a blank background.
When you click that up arrow, it shows you your camera that you've got selected. And then at the bottom, it'll show you the virtual background.
See, I didn't have any virtual backgrounds in my thing. Can you search the virtual background?
I download pictures off of Google.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
then you
can
put
put
them in a
pictures of
file.
Brandon. You could use a picture of Brandon and Jim behind you as your background.
I don't see a camera. I see, you saying to the left?
Okay.
Yeah,
bring your cursor, like put your cursor in the middle of the screen and start bringing it down. And when you get down just above your Windows toolbar, another toolbar should pop up.
Yes, and on that toolbar, there's a pause, there's a forward, there's a speaker, there's a live on the left. And on the right, there's a closed caption, there's a settings, mini player.
I don't have any of that.
I don't have any of that. Mine's just
mode.
Yeah, I don't have that. Mine, if I was like looking at the screen, on the left side, there'll be a little microphone thing, and then there's an up arrow, and then there's a video camera that says stop video, and then another up arrow next to the video camera. You hit that up arrow, and then it brings up a thing, and one of them I think is like download picture or something.
Yeah, that's the up arrow.
Look at Bridget. Look at Bridget's screen. That's what you have. Those are the arrows.
See, there's the little.
Don't mind my nails.
Yeah, you need to do something about those.
I know.
Oh, now it's on delay. I don't know.
I'll do it as soon as you start shaving.
Okay. Well, I thought about growing a beard.
You're growing a beard?
No, I'm not.
A hallelujah beard with the hair?
Yes, right.
My girlfriend's here to help me. Dolores, come on in. We're getting our, I gotta get my boxes ready for my Friday night auction with Derek.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was telling us about that.
So I'm gonna go, you guys.
All right.
Thank you for coming in.
Great talking with you.
I'll check with you guys later. You guys have a productive day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for coming in. I've heard a lot about you. Good stuff.
I hope it's good stuff.
Derek from Derek and the Boys. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
What am I doing here? Oh, okay.
She seemed too nice for this group.
Oh boy. What are you saying, Tom? That you're not a very nice
What are you saying, buddy?
Grandma Magic Classic said she lost 400 before, and they did that.
Oh. Lost 400 listings one time.
Wow.
Oh, what the heck?
Well, guys, it is 11:14.
Oh, I gotta go.
I got to go too because I have not done anything except lived on damn YouTube for the last 24 hours.
I've scanned 165 items in Amazon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool. Is that now you got to print your little stickers?
Oh, they print after I scan.
Oh, do they?
They're printing right now for this next set. Yeah.
Far
As
out.
soon as I scan something, I put in the quantity and that amount of stickers pop up.
Did you do your unboxing yet?
Yep.
Did you do a video?
Yep.
It's already up.
It's not up yet.
Oh,
Oh, I
it's
thought
not?
the pins.
Oh, the pins are up. No, the trading unboxing will go up tomorrow, and then the bulk unboxing will go up the next day. I'm getting ahead of myself here, Tom.
Okay.
That's good.
Did you have to start wearing the pins?
Oh boy. Oh man.
You did a video on the pins.
Disney pins that she collects. She doesn't wear them.
Pins.
Oh, pins, not the
Pinions.
pins.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
It's
not the
pinions.
pens.
No, Tom.
We'll
Pinions.
send those to you, Tom.
I don't need them yet, thank you.
No,
Okay.
no wee pads.
I told Chris he's almost at that age where he might start leaking, so we better keep them.
Oh boy.
You are hateful to that man. Why he loves you like he does is beyond me.
I keep him laughing because I keep checking if he's leaking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bridget.
Bridget. Well, listen, guys, thank you for coming in.
Different kind of show.
Thank you, everybody, for coming into the chat and hanging out.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Tom. Bye,
And,
everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I don't know whether it be me or Sally tomorrow. So just look for a message from either one of us. So
Hey.
have a great day.
Check for Maggie and I sometime in the evening. We might pop on with Disney talk.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Y'all ought to do that. Y'all really ought to do that. Y'all would have such a good time. So
Oh, yeah.
anyway, thank you guys. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. Give me just a second. I figured out how to do that last night.
Iran was surprisingly west.
Yeah, they were very westernized though.
Hey, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Yeah, and then I think when the Shah took over, he kind of made it more a restrictive regime.
Tom, are you off air yet?
I'm not off
No,
here
it's
yet.
still on air.
Oh, don't worry, my kid's just talking about Iran in the 70s.
Okay. I have yet to figure out how to kill part of it without killing all of it. So anyway, y'all have a great day.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, Toddles. Nice talking to you.
Yeah.